Good evening. This is the voting list number 4 voting session for the Ways and Means Committee. The date is Thursday, March 5th. We have quite a few bills on our voting list, and we will start with House Bill 161, and this bill has amendments. Delegate Roberson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. House Bill 161 authorizes local governments to grant a property tax credit for property converted from a gas station to a retail or residential use property. The amendment deletes language authorizing the state to pay local governments half the cost of the credit, and it requires the underground storage tanks to be permanently closed in accordance with the Department of the Environment regulations for property to receive the credit, and it prohibits retailers of tobacco, electronic smoking devices, or alcohol from receiving the credit. Move the amendments.
Second.
The amendments have been moved and seconded. Any discussion? All right, seeing no discussion on the amendments. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. House Bill 161 is amended. On the bill as amended. Move favor.
I move that.
You move favorable?
I move favorable on the bill as amended.
Second.
All right, the bill as amended has been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Delegate Young.
Just a quick point of information. You mentioned in the last voting session when to do the Me Too's. Can you just repeat that? I'd like to be a Me Too on this one.
Sure, yes. During the amendments, during further discussion, that would be a helpful point, but this works. Me Too's, those who would like to be amended on as co-sponsors of House Bill 161. All right, Delegate Coley, Delegate Vogel, Delegate Ebersol. All right. Any further discussion on House Bill 161 as amended? Seeing none, all those in favor of House Bill 161 with amendments, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, the ayes have it. House Bill 161 moves forward favorable with amendments. Next bill, House Bill 175, and this bill has amendments. Delegate Polakovich-Carr.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The bill as it came in repealed the $300 limit on the amount of venison donation tax credits an individual may claim against the state income tax for any tax year. The amendments increase rather than repeal the limit on those tax credits. I move the amendments.
The amendments have been moved and seconded. Discussion, oh, yes. Discussion, yes. A Me Too from Delegate Buckle. Me too. That was correct, thank you. All right, Delegate Miller, Delegate Wims, Delegate Hornberger, I think I already said Delegate Buckle, Delegate Patterson, Delegate Griffith, Delegate Hartman. All right, now if there's no further discussion on the bill as on the amendments, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay, the ayes have it. House Bill 175 has been amended. On the bill, favorable with amendments.
Move favorable as amended. Second.
The bill has been moved and properly seconded. On the favorable with amendment, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, the ayes have it. House Bill 175 moves forward, favorable with amendments. House Bill 289, Delegate Polakovich-Carr.
Nope.
Delegate Patterson, sorry about that.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This departmental bill authorizes the Central Collection Unit to certify a debt or claim owed to the state and the responsible debtor to a video lottery operator for prize interception. The amendments conform language among the existing prize interception statutes. Move the amendments.
The amendments have been moved and properly seconded. Any further discussion? All right, seeing none, all those in favor of the amendments to House Bill 289, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed to the amendments? All right, the ayes have it. House Bill 289 has been amended. On the bill as amended. House Bill 289 with amendments has been moved and seconded. All those in favor of House Bill 289 with amendments, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Delegate Young is opposed and will explain his vote.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Briefly, colleagues, I don't necessarily have a problem with the effort to expand the retrieval of these funds. My challenge is, A, that there's a 15-day period. I think that's very short, especially when you couple that with the fact that Baltimore City is the only jurisdiction in the state that has a private contractor that, that manages child support across the state. And we have very real evidence that this private contractor from Colorado has very real issues with their record keeping, which has a negative impact on constituents, and therefore, that's something I know that's beyond the jurisdiction of this committee, but I just want to make sure that I register that concern. As a result, I'm voting no. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Delegate. House Bill 289, I was right the first time, moves forward favorable with amendments. Thank you. Next bill, House Bill 478, Delegate Polakovich-Carr.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This bill expands eligibility for the income tax subtraction modification for educator expenses to full-time pre-kindergarten classroom teachers in pre-kindergarten programs in the state. The amendments clarify the eligibility is for teachers in publicly funded pre-kindergarten programs. And I'll just add one more sentence and say that means both pre-K teachers in public schools as well as in private providers who are participating in the publicly funded pre-K program. I move the amendments.
The amendments have been moved and properly seconded. Any further discussion? All right. Raise your hands if you'd like to be added to the bill. Delegate Hartman, Delegate Vogel, Delegate Griffith, Delegate Young, Delegate Roberson, Delegate Maricoux North, Delegate Polakovich-Carr, oh, well, everybody. The Vice Chair, Delegate Ebersol, Delegate Buckle, Delegate Hornberger, Delegate Wims, Delegate Miller, Delegate Addison. Delegate Pastor. Young, yes, said yes to amendment to the sponsorship. Okay, any further discussion on the amendments? Seeing none, all those in favor of the amendments to House Bill 478, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? On the bill as amended, the ayes have it. House Bill 478 has been amended. On the bill as amended.
Move favorable? Second.
House Bill 478 has been moved and seconded, favorable with amendment. All those in favor of House Bill 478, if there's no discussion, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right, House Bill 478 moves forward, favorable with amendment. I'll move House Bill 561 till the end. House Bill 478 has amendments. Delegate Maricoux North.
48.
What am I missing?
You said 478. You mean 4748, Madam Chair?
Are we on Bill 748?
Okay. Thank you, Madam. Thank you, Madam Chair. As amended, the bill removes fixed statutory deadlines for meeting certain experimental and educational qualification requirements under the Early Childhood Educator Career Ladder for eligible private pre-kindergarten providers, and instead establishes relative and ongoing timeframes for meeting those requirements. The amendments are that it alters the timeline, the deadline from 3 years to 6 years, respectively, for each early childhood teaching assistant and teacher to achieve education requirements, and 3 to 6 months each, respectively. Move the amendments.
Second.
The amendments have been properly moved and seconded. Any further discussion?
Madam Chair, I forgot to add one amendment. Delegate Plavich would like to be added as a co-sponsor.
All
That's
right.
what I was doing, but thank you.
Well, I was trying to follow the protocol.
Delegate Palakovich Carr, co-sponsorship. Any others? Okay, any further discussion on the amendments? All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. House Bill 748 has been amended. Now, on the bill as amended. House Bill 748 with amendments has been moved forward, favorable with amendments. Any further discussion? Seeing none, House Bill 748 on the bill as amended. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. House Bill 748 moves forward, favorable with amendments. House Bill 753 is next. Delegate Roberson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Sorry, I won't hit the button. Thank you, Madam Chair. House Bill 753 requires counties to withhold from tax sale the dwelling of a homeowner who has a terminal illness or medical hardship. The amendment requires the state tax sale ombudsman to define terminal illness and medical hardship, and to require a homeowner to reapply to have the homeowner's dwelling withheld from tax sale, and to determine a designee every 2 years after receiving the approval for application. Move the amendments.
Second.
The amendments to House Bill 753. Further discussion, Delegate Buckle.
Question, so the amendments, I remember my notes reflect from the hearing, we had some concerns about what is the definition of medical hardship, or that you can't really pay your taxes. So
Correct.
what the amendments have done is say that it's going to be the tax ombudsman for the state. They're going to define it, and then that'll be applied uniformly. It won't be county by county, the definition.
That's correct.
Okay, thank you.
Any further discussion? All right, seeing none, on the amendments, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? All right, the ayes have it. The House bill has been amended. That's House Bill 753. Now, on the bill as amended.
Move favorable as amended.
The bill has been moved and properly seconded. House Bill 753. On the bill, any further discussion?
I'm sorry, Madam Chair, could I me too this one also?
Sure. Co-sponsorship from Delegate Palakovich Carr. Any further discussion? All right, on the bill, all those in favor of House Bill 753, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. House Bill 753 moves forward favorable with amendments. We'll move House Bill 849 to the end. House Bill 1096. This bill has amendments. Delegate Roberson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This bill requires counties to give notice to taxpayers of property tax credits through their property tax bill, and the amendment just requires that each county include with the property tax bill a website link or QR code for individuals to find their property tax credits that they can apply to. Move the amendments.
The amendments have been moved and properly seconded. Any discussion? All right, seeing no discussion, all those in favor of the amendments that House Bill 1096 has been amended. On the bill as amended.
Move the bill favorable as amended.
All right, House Bill 1096 with amendments has been moved and properly seconded. Any further discussion? All right, seeing none, all those in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. House Bill 1096 moves forward favorable with amendments. We'll move House Bill, the rest are withdrawals. So let's go back up to House Bill 561. Colleagues, this is a pre-vote. We are secondary on this bill. Appropriations won't be voting until tomorrow, so we are voting ahead of time during our voting session. House Bill 561, Delegate Merrick North.
561, this bill extends mandated funding for the Maryland Child Care Credential Program beginning in fiscal year 2028 at the amount appropriated in fiscal year 2024. The bill.
Thank you. The House Bill 561 has been moved and properly seconded. It has no amendments. Any further discussion? Delegate Buckle.
Because we didn't hear anything about the bill, you said it extends the mandated appropriation. So there's currently a mandated appropriation of how much?
Delegate Palakovich.
Yeah, this is Delegate Bob's car bill, so I want to make sure I get the number right.
There was previously mandated appropriation that lapsed. This would be restoring the program at a mandated appropriation of the FY 2024 funding level.
Which was how much?
5.something million, 5.6 million.
5.6 million. So did it lapse? So meaning in this year's budget that has been presented by the Moore administration, was the money in there? And we're just continuing it for future years and saying, hey, you got to keep putting it in there? Or was the money not in there, and by this bill, we'd make them put it back in?
The money is not in the governor's proposed budget. It was funded in 2026 at a level higher than that. There was no funding in FY 2025 and in 2024, and the prior several years, it was mandated appropriations.
Thank you.
Any further discussion on House Bill 561? Seeing none. All those in favor of House Bill 561, say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed, please raise your hand. Delegate Buckle, Delegate Hornberger, Delegate Miller, Delegate Griffith, Delegate Hartman. All right, the ayes have it. House Bill 561 moves forward favorably from committee, and we'll hold it for appropriations action. Okay, next bill, House Bill 849. This bill has amendments. Delegate Merrick North.
Chair, as amended, the bill exempts people in certain groups from being affected by the freeze that's currently in place for the Child Care Scholarship Program. It requires that the State Department of Education establish a wait list and to set priority categories for the wait list. The amendments are that it adds homeless children to those exempt from a program freeze, requires MSDE to establish a wait list, create ordered priority groups on the wait list of 1, those with the greatest financial need, 2, child care workers working 20 hours a week for a provider that accepts the scholarship, 3, children from 0 to 2 years old, and 4, those on the wait list the longest. Requires MSDE to update application forms to accommodate the prioritization of the wait list, and it requires MSDE to review and report to the General Assembly on the process it uses to determine whether someone is attending a job training program. Move the amendments.
Second.
The amendments have been moved and properly seconded. Any discussion on the amendments? Delegate Hartman.
Amended, do we know what the fiscal note is?
I'll ask counsel if we have an estimate.
Thank you, sir. I think there will be some fiscal note that it will take some work for MSD to implement this. However, this bill is contingent on another bill that may or may not be voted on next, which will likely have large saving to the state. So I think combined together, there's likely to be cost savings for the program. Is that helpful?
So this bill and another bill create cost savings. This bill by itself is an expense.
I think there's some expense in, it's not changing the number of provider slots or anything like, there's still gonna be the same population of kids eligible for the program, and those kids will get served. It is creating some expense in MSDE to do some of the reporting and some of the reallocating that they're gonna have to do. but I don't think it's a major expense.
But only freezing the exceptions on the homeless.
That's right. Yeah, so the homeless kids will be able to bypass the wait list. There are, I believe, about 400, a little fewer than that, homeless kids at the current moment on the wait list.
Okay, well, thank you.
Delegate Polakovich-Carr.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And just to clarify, Delegate Hartman, if you look at the uncodified language in the committee amendments that were sent out an hour or 2 hours ago, whenever that was, it does say that this bill is contingent on the passage of the next bill that's on our voting list. Hence Alistair's comments about that there is a paying for mechanism.
Delegate Buckle.
And I just want to make sure I know what I'm voting on. So the bill now allows homeless children to bypass the waiting list, and if there are slots within the program, they get those slots without having to go through those hoops, so to speak. But it doesn't increase the number of slots, so thereby it wouldn't increase the total amount of money being spent. It just shifts who's getting some of the slots to help children who are homeless get this care facility. Is that adequate? Am I missing anything?
That's right. There's the only cost I think associated with this is just going to be in the implementation.
The administrative implementation to evaluate who they are and rank people in the program, and I'm sure every fiscal note says we have to employ 3 people to do that and all those kind of things. Okay, thank you.
Delegate Wims.
Yeah, me too on this one. Is this the amendments? Right?
Wonderful. Actually, me 3. On this bill, any additional Me Too's, the chair would like to be added if I'm not already on it. Delegate Polakovich-Carr, Delegate Pastor, Delegate Vogel, Delegate Young, Delegate Roberson, the Vice Chair, Delegate Ebersol, Delegate Patterson, Delegate Wims, Delegate Addison. Wims, Addison, myself.
Okay, I think that.
Okay, perfect. I think we were on the amendments, right? Okay. Any further discussion on the amendments? Seeing none, all those in favor of the amendments to House Bill 849, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. House Bill 849 has been amended. On the bill as amended.
Second.
House Bill 849 has been moved and properly seconded. On the bill as amended, is there any further discussion? Seeing no further discussion, all those in favor of House Bill 849 with amendments, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed, please raise your hand. All right, unanimous. The ayes have it. House Bill 849 moves forward favorable with amendments. Next, we'll go to House Bill 1321. This bill has amendments. Delegate Marikou North.
Thank you, Madam Chair. As amended, this bill requires MSD to provide information to applicants to the Child Care Scholarship Program about publicly funded pre-kindergarten, Head Start, and early Head Start in the county the applicant lives in. The bill authorizes MSD to award partial scholarships and to set a sliding fee co-payment scale. The bill also repeals the presumptive eligibility provisions of the program. The amendments are that it will be adding Head Start and Early Head Start to the programs MSDE must provide information about to the Child Care Scholarship Program applicants. The amendments require MSDE to provide applicants with information on income-based tax credits and government assistance programs that they may qualify for, and repeals the presumptive eligibility program. The amendments set requirements for a sliding fee scale and allow MSDE to set a minimum co-payment of no more than $10 a month. MSDE must provide up-to-date information on publicly funded pre-kindergarten slots when they become available. It must report on the co-payment system and the possibility of establishing a presumptive eligibility program when the wait list is expected to end in 6 months. Move the amendments.
Thank you, Madam Subcommittee Chair. The amendments have been moved and properly seconded. Further discussion on the amendments, Delegate Hornberger.
So in terms of the fiscal note, we believe in good faith here that passage of 849 and 1321 will sort of just be net neutral. Is that?
From analysis I've seen provided by the governor's office, if they implement a model using the language in this bill based on what Massachusetts does, it would raise roughly $36 million. That would likely be used to fund more scholarships in the program, but just on its own, which this bill does not require that it be used that way, it would raise funds.
Okay.
Just to hopefully be a little bit more clear, this bill includes partial scholarships so that parents are also and families are also paying into it a little bit more. So that helps to offset the cost of the additional participants. So by them paying in, we're able to then have way more people on the program. So that's why we're saying that it ends up evening out. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So when you said raise funds, you mean it's people that are currently in the program that just get potentially 100% paid, now they have to pay 20%, 30%, 15%.
Up to 7%, no more
Up to
than
7%. Okay.
based on income.
So they put that amount in up to 7%, that stays in a pool, and then that helps to finance the program eligibility for someone else.
Exactly.
Pyramid scheme.
Raising funds for the program,
scholarships.
not raising revenues, raising funds for the program.
There you go. That's the way to say it. There we go.
Sounds very
Any further discussion on the
Bernie
amendments?
Madoff.
Okay, we'll do additional co-sponsors. The chair would definitely like to be added. Delegate Maricopa North, Delegate Roberson, Delegate Vogel, Delegate Young, Delegate Pastor, the vice chair, Delegate Ebersol, Delegate Patterson, Delegate Wims, and Delegate Addison. All right, if there isn't any further discussion on the amendments, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right, the ayes have it. House Bill 1321 has been amended. On the bill as amended.
Second.
House Bill 1321 has been moved forward favorable with amendment and properly seconded. Any further discussion on House Bill 1321 with amendments? Seeing no further discussion, all those in favor of House Bill 1321 as amended, say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed, please raise your hand. All right, unanimous. House Bill 1321 moves forward favorable with amendments. We do have a calendar of withdrawals. Madam Vice Chair.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move unfavorable on the withdrawals, including House Bill 323, 1275, and 1546.
The calendar of withdrawals has been moved and properly seconded. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. This calendar of withdrawals have been withdrawn from the committee. Thank you. All right. Thank you so much, colleagues. It's definitely been a long day, but very much appreciate everyone's hard work. And before we close out, I want to thank Alistair for his hard work throughout the day. Between two committees, the subcommittee chair, Delegate Maricopa North, and Delegate Polakovich-Carr for all the work that they've put into the last two bills that we worked on today. Thank you, and have a good night.